Oh, okay, never mind. Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Some of you might have heard me laughing right before we started here. And what happened is Kristen walked in. We've been living together for the longest time. She's always in here as a member and a moderator, for those of you who don't already know her. We've been living together for almost 5 years. And again, this happened 6 months ago, and I just want to show you this because it made me like howl with laughter. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. This is her computer. You will see that she got a notification about Tuber Chat. It's not 4 seconds ago now, but she got it when you all got it. And look at the subscribe button. She's not subscribed. Now that is absolute ridiculousness. So when we talk about this whole thing about the YouTube purging and glitching that's going on and people losing subscribers, then nobody is immune to it, obviously. This is the second time that we've been through this same thing where we wake up one day and find out that she's not subscribed to me. But anyway, I thought you might find that funny. I was laughing a little bit out loud before we started. But thank you everybody for coming in and welcome to Tuber Chat. I know we have a few new channels in the chat. I hope you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time and meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. And the first channel that we're looking at today is Little Frenchie and Big Texas. This is a channel that's been back with us again and again here on Tuber Chat over several months. They've got 716 subscribers, and every day we feature a different channel on Tuber Chat across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on our video thumbnails, as you have seen, and that is based on generosity and impact that we see within our community. TWT-TV was also featured this weekend. They're in the chat with us, and Little Frenchie and Big Texas was featured today for that reason. So welcome everybody. Forgive my long delayed introductions, but hopefully everybody's already off to the races meeting new friends and family members. I'll get you to pardon me for one more second, and then I'll be right back and we'll do our introductions. Okay, forgive me for that. I see 2 pineapples just walked in. Thank you for coming and visiting again. That's a busy couple of creators, as a matter of fact. Oh, Lightworth Studios. One of our moderators just knocked out your message. This isn't really. It's interesting if something like that would happen, especially to a bigger YouTuber, but yeah, one of our moderators knocked that out just because we're really more focused on connecting with each other here, and everybody can kind of keep up with the news outside. But thank you for that. Thank you for mentioning the PewDiePie incident. I wasn't familiar with it, so I'll have to read up on that, but thank you. Hopefully everybody, like I said, is doing okay. Let's get our introductions going. Artfully Blind with Diana, thank you for coming in. She's a gold member, so she's already on the wheel. Canadian Naja's Diary, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. You're here for the first time, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. Cooking with Miss Brown, it's great to see you back. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team is in the house. Khalid Delicious Food is able to make it because we've got an early live stream today. We moved the times around so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Convoltic is back. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And again, my love, Kristen Walton, is here as a member and a moderator. I'll get her onto the wheel now. And Berlinda Engman is back. It's been a while, but it's great to have you here. Thanks for coming in. Life with Brandon and Alex, good to see you here. I'm not sure if this is your first time, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. Life with Taffy, good to see you back. Lightwear Studios, of course. Again, thank you so much for coming back in. Mumjoy is here. Reading and Retail is in the house. RIP Skeletons Graveyard Explorers. Good to see you here. I think this is your first time as well, so hopefully you're feeling welcome also. Rock Chick Beauty is our dear friend Oriane Lucy with a brand new channel. Hopefully everybody will rally around her. Shanette Williams, it's good to see you in the house. And the Inspired Empowered Mama is here with us. Thrillseeks David, thank you so much for sharing us out on Twitter. Tiffany Wears T-shirts. I was hanging out with her on somebody else's live stream last night, having a good time. Twin TV, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. It has been a little while since you've been able to come in, but it's good that you're back. And Ecstasy, it's always great to see you here as well. Hopefully everybody, like I said, is doing okay. King Vapes Gaming, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. And oh, I'm just getting my windows together. Hopefully everybody, like I said, is doing okay. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, I'm way behind, as I always am when we first get started. But if you don't mind mentioning it again, put 3 thumbs up at the beginning of your message. That'll help me see it a little bit easier. And I will appreciate your patience, of course. We'll get to spinning the wheel in another couple of moments here. If you have the ability to share the stream out, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream, so I'll appreciate that as well. King Vapes Gaming hit a milestone. You smashed your big milestone, which is great. Let us know what milestone that is. If possible, spell it out with words instead of numbers, but it really doesn't matter that much. We're happy to celebrate with you. Convoltic is offering to swap playlists. I know Khalid Delicious Food wants to do that as well. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists, just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat, and everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Of course, it's the one legitimate thing we can do to collaborate with each other and pump our hours up. Makeup Mom and Son is in the house. Thank you for coming back in. We've got you up. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. Life with Taffy, hopefully I welcomed you when you came in. And our beloved moderators, of course. I know Scratch and PPA is in the house. So I was just in somebody's live stream before I was setting up here. And a couple of people were speaking highly of Scratch and Pete because he's one of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube, as is Michael's Adventures, who's in the house with us as well. Mr. and Mrs. Annabello, thank you so much for renewing that membership. They've actually been members with Tuber Chat for quite some time, but for that, and I'm happy to see you again, we will put your channel up first before I start spinning the wheel. And King Vapes Gaming, let me see what you just did. Did I miss something there? Did you respond with your milestone? Oh, it said you're on the treadmill. Oh, if you said something about your milestone, I missed it, so forgive me. Yes, Reports, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And so let's get to it. Mr. and Mrs. Annabello. They have been having some great success on all platforms, actually, both Instagram and TikTok, and they've actually started a second channel here on YouTube just for their shorts videos because they started finding success with those. One of the things anybody can do is add your TikTok videos or Instagram stories and things like that as YouTube shorts videos. So where possible, if you can use the raw video footage that you used and take the TikTok or Instagram or all the different logos off so that you can use the same footage on different platforms without extra logos on them, I think that will help you because YouTube will favor anything that doesn't have a TikTok logo, I'm sure. Oh, GA Girl, I am every woman the dream team. It's my pleasure to share your video. I appreciate all of your support. I now try to use our community tab to share about 6 times a day. Too much. I don't know if too much is too much, but I automate our scheduled posts. I try to do it a couple of days in advance. Anybody can do that if you have a community tab, and it's a great way to help support people even when you're not right there with them. Like, I don't have to be in your video to be sharing it right now. I don't have to be in your live stream to be sharing it right now. I can share interesting content with people all the time, and it gives you something to check out and see our supporters, people who are here most often at Tuber Chat, even when I'm not live streaming, by following our community tab. If you want to follow Reddit, we have a special subreddit there where we share a lot of videos. I share as often as I can. I get kicked off of Reddit almost every single day because I share so much, and you'll see that when you go and look. But some days I'm on there sharing 20 or 30 different videos, and you can see where I'm at, as a matter of fact, because I usually share the second I get in to somebody's live stream or premiere, and then you'll know I'm in there if you wanted to come and check it out. AV Automatic Victory, good to see you here. Forgive me, I'm way behind in the chat, and King Vapes Gaming is at 1.47K. Very, very cool. So if anybody's mentioned something that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again. Like I said, I'm way behind. MSK Family Vlogs is here. Oh, I always try to type too fast. Janetti's Corner is in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Little Frenchie in Big Texas is our featured channel for today. We just looked at that channel for a few minutes there and featured them across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So Little Frenchie and Big Texas is a channel that's been with us again and again. It's great to have them in the chat all the time. Mr. and Mrs. Annabello is another couple of creators that have been with us for a long time, and extremely supportive right from even before we were monetized here, and they've been members ever since. How do you put tags on a video, Twin TV? I can go through showing that to you afterwards. And thank you, Lightwear Studios. I appreciate the kind words. I'm glad that you're meeting lots of friends and family members. Yeah, everybody, sorry, I'm so far behind. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get a channel up here and see who's coming up first. I always fall behind, especially when we get started. So if you've mentioned something you wanted me to see, just please mention it again. Put 3 thumbs up at the beginning of your message. It'll help me see it. I know it's a little bit much to ask everybody to type out on a phone, you know, an @ symbol with the whole thing, Tuber Chat, Connect and Grow. It's quite long, and I'm just happier for everybody to be able to get a message across to me a little bit easier. Arloic, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And 2 pineapples, actually, I saw their community post today. They were off somewhere else that I haven't seen before. I've got to do a better job of looking at it. They were at a new kind of structure where they were filming today. Instant Reaction Talks, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And Shanette Williams, thank you for reminding everybody to hit the like. She's a very dynamic host, and I'm hoping everybody can get a chance to see her in a live stream as well. Life Will Change, good to see you here. I'm sorry if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody is still active, I should get around to everybody. Instant Reaction Talks 34. Very cool. Thank you so much for mentioning that. Protect Sports Network is in the house, and yes, it's always lit, especially when Protect Sports Network is in the house. That's a creator that's got 2 channels that were both featured on Tuber Chat. This is Just Vlogging Life. She happens to be a gold member with 442 subscribers. I'm hoping we can get her a little bit closer to 450 and halfway on that road to 500. She's been an extremely generous supporter and loyal and dedicated, of course. And I hope everybody will rally around this channel. We're very familiar. We see Just Vlogging Life here in the chat every day. Our gold members, of course, get their links dropped every 30 minutes or so by Nightbot, as we will see. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here and see what's happening. And within a few more channels getting up on the screen, I'll start adding some more people to the wheel. Oh, very good. Life with Brandon and Alex says Just Vlogging Life is part of their YouTube family. Very cool. This is Norfolk Dashcam, our most recently added gold member, and somebody who came into the Tuber Chat community just blazing with impact, not to mention generosity. Beauty and More with Renee is our stream boss right now. And Lightwear Studios is willing to collaborate with people, which is very cool. Collaborating is a really great way. I mean, not that you need me to tell you, but I'm saying it's a great way to expand your audience. It's the same reason that Elton John and Lady Gaga will sing a song together, because most of their audiences may not have followed each other before that, and then now a lot more will. You turn Lady Gaga fans into Elton John fans and vice versa, and the same thing can happen for you and your channel. As a matter of fact, we talked about the idea of collaborating with Mr. and Mrs. Annabello. Our area, they happen to be fellow Canadians in Ontario, Canada, is still in full lockdown for another several days. I don't know if it's another week or what it's going to be in our area. So slowly things are going to be opening up, and I'm hoping that sometime in the next several months, maybe when the weather gets better for us, we can start getting together and do some in real life collaborations. I've been lucky to meet a couple of YouTubers here in my area and do some real life collaborations, and it's very cool. Country Boy Explorer, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Ecstasy is willing to swap playlists as well. So once again, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, then please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually. I'm so glad that we're so busy right now. I mean, you know, I appreciate everybody's support because Tuber Chat always has a busy live stream, right? We're lucky that way. But today it seemed that the 30-minute notifications didn't seem to go off as well as they usually do. I could be wrong, but I'm glad that we've got so many people in here, along with a few new channels. And hopefully, like I said, everybody's feeling welcome. Let's spin. Norfolk Dashcam has 674 subscribers. I'm hoping we can get them a little bit farther, maybe past 680, and a little bit closer on their road to 700. Khalid Delicious Food is always willing to swap playlists, so anybody can reach out to them. Artfully Blind with Diana is in the chat with us right now and happens to be a gold member. So again, they get a guaranteed feature of some sort every single day. And then as well, their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, which we'll see in another 10 to 15 minutes from now. With 2,960 or so subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther and get Artfully Blind with Diana very close. She's got that 3,000 right in her sights. I don't think we can get you there quite today in one live stream, but I won't be surprised if by the time we see Artfully Blind with Diana next weekend, she will have crossed that mark. So I'm hoping everybody who hasn't already connected with her will. You know, when you see these creators that are still continuing to grow their channels into the 3,000s and beyond, you know that there's something to be learned from these creators, as well as entertained by and inspired by. And then, yeah, Khalid Delicious Food, it's my pleasure to do the live stream so early. I have to move the times around, you know, based on my own schedule as well. But I'm glad that it works out for you, and I will always keep in mind the fact that you'll enjoy having earlier live streams. I forgot to take Artfully Blind with Diana off the wheel, but that's okay. We'll see what happens right now. We're going to look at Kristen Welton. We had a look at her computer at the beginning of the live stream. For those of you who didn't see the first few minutes, it was interesting because we've been through this about 6, 7, 8 months ago. One day we woke up, and Kristen Welton is my girlfriend. We live together. We've been together for over 5 years now. Been living together for almost that long, well over 4 years. And one day last summer, we woke up and she wasn't subscribed to me or Tuber Chat. And that's just, you know, ridiculous, right? So when we talk about how YouTube is purging and glitching and, you know, everything else we want to call it, it can happen to anyone. And this is the second time. She just brought her computer in to show me, and I showed it to everybody at the beginning of today's live stream. You'll see it right after the intro if you go back and watch the replay. And, you know, she got the notification to say that Tuber Chat was live, but she was not subscribed at the time, which is craziness. So anyway, I thought everybody would find that amazing, and I am still laughing, as you can see. Oh, and yes, and because she's a paying member. Yes, Kristen is always in the chat as a moderator and a member, and with the same IP address, half the time with the same computers. So, anyways, it's pretty hilarious. And I'm sorry, Twin TV asked me about talking about tags, so I will show that in another moment here. And forgive me, because I think Lightwear Studios might have just asked me something. I don't mean to miss anything in the chat. Put the link to the Reddit in the chat. Yes, okay, I'll do that right now, actually. So, Stream Elements will drop it every once in a while. I don't know, every 20 minutes or half hour or so, something like that. But I'll show you right here. So you go to Reddit, and I'm just going to go to our community, which is called Tuber Chat, of course. For those of you who are already on Reddit, it's called a subreddit, and all it is a forum. Reddit is made up of forums, message boards, if you want to call it that, where you can post something interesting that you find online, anything at all, and then other people can have a conversation about it. You can expose it to other people. So here's our subreddit right here. I'm going to drop it right now. And then if anybody's not already active on Reddit, it's a thought, just because it is so easy to sign up for. It's free like most of the other social networks, and you can definitely get some extra traffic there. I find the gaming channels tend to do very well. I've heard that from people. Pardon me for 1 second. I'll be right back, and then I'll show you how to add tags to a video, and then we'll get spinning the wheel again. Okay, pardon me for that. Just another quick stop for a second. Forgive me if I'm missing anything in the chat again. If you had something you wanted me to see, a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, and I will it'll make it easier for me to see. EC Emily, thank you for coming in. And it's Sasha Henry, good to have you back. Twin TV, I will add names to the wheel as soon as I need them, usually when I get down to 5 or 6 left. This is Kristen Welton, so with 1,250 or so subscribers, I'm hoping everybody will push this channel a little bit farther. She's always in the chat with us as a member and a moderator, like I said. Forgive my quick mention about this channel. Okay, let's have a look at a video here. I'll go into YouTube Studio quickly. Hopefully. We'll go into content and see what's happening. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More. I'll get you onto the wheel in a second. And I already added your slide that you were talking about. So you'll notice in the member slides in the bottom corners, you'll find that your new updated banner is there. Oh, we got to fix this, don't we? Okay, I'm going to have to appeal that. Let's appeal right now. Let's get into, I'll go into another one. I don't know if it makes a difference. So when you get down into the bottom area of your video, whether it's a video or a live stream, same thing. Now you're supposed to be able to add tags here. I don't know why my tags aren't there. I happen to put them in the description. So I find YouTube does a lot of glitching. One of the things it's been doing for the last month or so is when I go and look at a live stream after it's run, the tags aren't there anymore. So this is where you add tags to your video. But anywhere in the description or the title is where you can add hashtags. Now you notice at the bottom of my descriptions I always put about 14 hashtags. If you put more than 15, YouTube may ignore them all. So you don't want to do that. And then they're, you know, somewhat in order. And what happens is when you look at the first 3 that I've got in my list there, and we go back to, what's the easiest way to get to this video? If we look at the video, you'll see that the first 3 hashtags are highlighted above the title. And I always use the same ones here on Tuber Chat because that is what seems to be appropriate for my for this channel. You will have different ones based on your different videos and different themes of those videos. So let's get back to, let me spin the wheel. We'll get back to YouTube and I will get to the next channel. So forgive my quick explanation there, but hopefully everybody caught that. And if you want to mark the time, we're about 25 minutes into today's live stream if you wanted to go back and see that. Makeup Mom and Son is coming up next, and I will soon be looking for more names for the wheel, which I will get from my Bautissimo list. Makeup Mom and Son is another loyal and dedicated supporter, a generous supporter of Tuber Chat for a long time now. I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel. With 324 subscribers, we'd love to push her a little bit farther, maybe even over 330 and a little bit farther on her road to 400. And Inspiring Charm, it's great to see you back. Thank you for coming in. We were hanging out in another live stream earlier today. That's another extremely supportive creator who I see out supporting people all the time. And then, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More, I promise I'm going to add your name to the wheel right now. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. I am way behind today, but I just wanted to get through a couple of these tutorials quickly just while people are asking. Or not, you know, Reddit's not a tutorial, but I just wanted to show it to you because it was asked for. Twin TV, hopefully that helped with the look at the tags there. But anybody can reach out to me anytime on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuber Chat, and I'm happy to go over that stuff as well. Sometimes I do tutorials on my personal channel, and we can do a bit more of a deep dive there. St. Clair's Republic, good to see you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. And we're almost caught up here. Again, if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody wanted me to see, just please mention it with 3 thumbs up and it'll make it easier for me to see. Looks like other than that, everybody's doing okay though. And Trissa, good to see you here. I don't know if I welcomed you when you were first, when I first saw you earlier. I know you've been here, I think, since the beginning of the live stream. And Shanette Williams, thank you for reminding everybody to like. Scratch and Pete PA, thank you for reminding everybody to share and like for us, because it really does help the stream, of course. And there we go. I was talking about Nightbot dropping our links for our gold members. So there's Artfully Blind with Diana right there, and Nightbot will continue to be on the case. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see what's happening. A lot of fellow Canucks in the house. Yes, it's surprising. One of the things that seems to always have been the case ever since, you know, especially the internet got rolling, as far as I understand, that Canada and Canadians in general have always been towards the head. I wouldn't necessarily call Canada a leader in technology. It certainly has become a little bit more that way in the last 10 or 20 years. But even before that, Canada was always into like new gadgetry and new tech and things like that. So it's not surprising that a lot of Canadians are on the technical side of the internet. But that's just a thought. I don't even know if I'm right. This is what I heard. But I'm Canadian, so of course I'm going to, you know, favor news like that if I hear it. And hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay. Oh, what wheel do I use for that? Twin TV is asking. So you see right here when I scroll up, I don't know if you could see that. If you're on a computer, you can. If you're on a phone, it might be tough, but it's called wheelofnames.com. So I saw it in somebody else's live stream. I feel bad. I'll never remember who it was, but there's like a million people using these wheels in their live streams. We use it all the time. Lots and lots of creators use it because it's free, and you can color it with these colors. You can put your logo in it, as you see I've done for Tuber Chat. And anybody's free to use that. And it's just ad supported, so you can feel good about the fact that you get to use it for free, and the person who made it, it will get their ad money from AdSense. Instant Reaction Talks is in the house. Good to see you here. Brown Girl Bella is a very much loved and well-respected member of the small YouTuber community at large, as well as here in the Tuber Chat community as well. So a lot of you are already familiar with her. She has been with Tuber Chat from the very beginning. She's actually been connected to me for well over a year now. She is an extremely supportive creator. And Twin TV, I just dropped a link for you there. Wheelofnames.com. Brown Girl Bella, like I said, she's got over 2,420 or so subscribers right now. But she has her own very dedicated and loyal community around herself and her channel. She is a fantastic master of branding. And when you start hanging around her live streams and see what she comes through with her videos and stuff like that, you'll get that impression right away. And I always have a great time hanging out with her. So I'm sure you will too. So let's spin, and we'll see about getting another channel up here. Oh, Sam's Logs, Trains and More. Yeah. See, let me take a guess at it. This wheelofnames.com, for instance, is a very simple website, right? So for somebody who knows what they're doing, for a great programmer, they can whip together web page like that in no time, like, you know, maybe a day or a week or whatever you want to call it. But once it's done, it's done. It really doesn't take that much maintenance unless they want to add features that people ask for and stuff like that. So a programmer on the web can put up a web page like this that anybody can use for free. They can add AdSense to it, and then they could just let it sit there for years and years and years. And, you know, it could be a stream of income for them. So it's a fantastic tool. I'm glad I found it. I'm glad that I can share it out, and hopefully more people use it now. And then that creator gets even more income and benefit from people using it for that reason. And then, yeah, hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. If I've missed anything in the chat, just, again, if you don't mind, please leave 3 thumbs up at the beginning of your message. That'll help me see it a little bit easier. This is 2 pineapples, so they have become great friends of Tuber Chat. We talk even offline. Like I said, anybody can reach out to me on Instagram. We talk offline, and they are willing to share their knowledge and information as they grow rapidly, so that we can use the information that we talk about to benefit everybody in the community. And for that reason, you know, I find them to be an extremely generous creator, not to mention loyal and dedicated. They support lots of other creators, even while they run their live streams, and they are live almost 24 hours a day. So you see, even when they're here with us in the chat right now. They've got a live stream running, and they've got lots of interesting content that they gather from all over their home in Hawaii, which is a gorgeous place, obviously, and you'll see that when you start watching their videos and hanging out in their live streams. But they have their own loyal and dedicated community around them, and they always have engaging conversations. One of the things we were talking about the other day is the idea that, you know, a lot of times we go into live streams like Tuber Chat. There's hundreds of these live streams, of course, right? And it's called fishing when we're going and, you know, like, come on, come and bake with me, come and dance with me, guys, and that kind of stuff. And, you know, just trying to pump our subscriber numbers up. But real loyal and dedicated supporters, people who are going to follow you and stay with you for the long term. And I'm not talking just days. I mean weeks, months, and potentially even years, as we're starting to see. It comes from true engagement. So you can walk into a live stream, and not every live stream is a growth stream either. So you don't want to just walk in and start hammering, hey guys, who wants to bake, who wants to dance, and all this other stuff. An idea is to walk in, say hello, especially to the host. It's always polite etiquette to say hello to the host when you first come in. It's a good idea to say hello to the moderators. You know, I value the moderators here on Tuber Chat extremely well. Most of you know I don't use a lot of moderators. They were chosen, approached, and asked, and have volunteered very generously. And it's always a nice idea. Hello host, hello moderators, hello chat. And then you start talking to people. But you can get a conversation going and have real conversation. If you take interest in what other people are talking about during a live stream, you'll find that a lot of people will just check you out on their own. They'll go look at your content. Doesn't even necessarily matter the niche that you're in. The same way that we're connecting here in Tuber Chat, and you might find yourself with loyal and dedicated supporters out there just from engaging, conversation, having a good time, and just relaxing while you're in somebody's live stream. It happens all the time. So, forgive my long speech. Zayan Amrambari, good to see you in the house. Sorry, I pronounced that wrong. Zayan Amen Bari. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for coming back in. Forgive me for not welcoming you earlier. Earth's Medicine, good to see you here. This is your first time with Tuber Chat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. Hilda DC is in the house. Thank you for coming in. I certainly don't mean to miss anybody. I will try to catch up with the chat in another moment. And, boy, am I ever talking a mile a minute today. You see what happens when I take one day off? I never like to take the day off from Tuber Chat. I only do it if I have family obligation. which I did yesterday, but everybody had a good time hanging out with Corinne's life, of course. She allows people to connect the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. And yes, forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. We're rolling pretty quickly there. And I will catch everybody as long as you're still active, of course. I think we're good. St. Clair's Republic. I'm not sure if I welcomed you, but it's great to have you here. So thank you for being here. I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it, right? Bobby Loves Beauty has a loyal and dedicated community around her. And the first time that I caught Bobby Loves Beauty in a live stream, I got one of the warmest welcomes that I've ever had on YouTube so far. And lots of her friends decided to, you know, come and check out Tuber Chat. And now we have a lot of mutual friends for that reason. But Bobby Loves Beauty is a dynamic host as well, and she always has, first of all, engaging live streams and engaging conversation like what I'm talking about in her live stream. So if you are lucky enough to catch her live, and I hope you'll subscribe to her right now and make sure that you do, you will find probably the same warm welcome that I get from her community that she's built. And then as well, you'll have a great time because, like I said, she's a dynamic host and engages everybody in her live streams. Thank you, Zayn Ayman. Thank you very much. Forgive me how I trip over your name all the time. I really do wish to pronounce that right for you. And then it'll be great to see you again very soon. Oh, and then thank you, St. Clair's Republic. 345 Barry's in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Let's spin. Let's get another channel up here. And I will start adding names to the wheel right now from my list, handled by Bautissimo. Lightwear Studio, you're having hiccups like crazy from eating too fast. That's interesting. I'm sure that happens to everybody. We're going to look at Thrillseeks now. David shares for us on Twitter very often. Anybody that tweets or retweets for us, I always put a tweet out for Tuber Chat. Anybody that tweets or retweets get added automatically to a list that we have called Tuber Chat Stars. They are YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others. And the hope is that if you're already somebody who's active on Twitter, you will find yourself with some extra activity on your videos from other people who are also active on Twitter. And it could be a great way to bring in outside traffic. And now we have, I believe, over 50 members in our Twitter list. So it's a great place to be if you're already active on Twitter, like I said. Some of these things are really easy to share, right? For those of you who have a community post or are looking forward to it, very easy to share there. And then as well, Reddit is extremely fast. Twitter can be extremely fast. And we've got some more action in the chat. Yeah, it's okay, you see, Emily. When I get into these long speeches, and like I said, I took 1 day off. I haven't been off on a Sunday since Christmas, and I had to be off yesterday, and you can just hear me talking a mile a minute. I love this stuff, right? Everybody knows that. ProTech Sports Network, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that greatly. You've knocked a little bit of life off of our stream boss. For that reason, I will put your channel up next. I'm just going to get it ready here. And I just got some news, as a matter of fact, outside. Like I said, Two Pineapples is a dear friend of Tuber Chat. We've been talking lately, and they just let me know they are officially monetized. And from the time that the dial hit the 4,000 hours, they took only 16 hours to get approved, which is impressive. That's probably the fastest I've seen so far. This is Thrillseeks. David, like I said, is a generous creator who always shares for us, often on Twitter. And with 822 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on their road towards 900. They have been a very loyal and dedicated supporter of Tuber Chat for many months now. And let's get to the next channel. We're going to look at Protect Sports Network, and then I will add some names to the wheel from our list. Oh, did I spell wrong? I must have spelled that wrong. Protect Sports Network. There we go. This is a creator that has 2 channels, as a matter of fact. I'll show you the other one as well. ALOT. Both of these channels were featured in only the last couple of months. But Protect Sports has been with us for a while now and always shows generosity and impact. But I have a good time hanging out with them. So they do a lot of sports talk. If you forgive me, I'm not a sports guy, right? I'm not, certainly not as much as Protect Sports Network is. But they have engaging live streams, and everybody's, like, you know, really into the conversation when you're over there. So, you know, perhaps I will end up learning a little bit about football from hanging around with Protect Sports Network and ALOT, but he's also a great storyteller. So I was hanging out in one of his live streams the other day, and he was telling a story about an injury he'd had when he was younger and what that meant and how it affects you and stuff like that. And it's just, this is why I tell these stories when I put channels on the screen, is because I want you to understand, you know, when I'm out there supporting creators, and you know I try to support everybody as much as I can, you'll get an idea of the creator behind the channel as I tell the stories of the experiences I've had while I'm out supporting and hanging out in live streams and stuff like that. So let me show you the other channel here. Let me see if I can, why does this not want to come up right away? ALOT, probably just because it's all initials. Let's get it as a channel in our filters. You could do that on a phone or on a computer. Why doesn't it want to come up right away? Oh, there's no dot at the end of T, is that why? Why am I having trouble finding your second channel here, my friend? These filters really help. There it is. Okay, yes, I always forget that there's no dot after the T. So there's ALOT, A Life of Tone, right there. And like I said, I follow this creator obviously on both channels, and they you know, support Tuber Chat back with both channels as well. And Mo 6510 Models. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then thank you, EC Emily. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. If anybody's asked a question or mentioned a comment that you wanted me specifically to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up. It'll help me see it a little bit easier, and I'll try to get around to everything. Ray Christine, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And I know I keep saying I'm going to add names from our list. I'm getting my list ready over here, refreshing it with Bautissimo, my trusty robot. Baskets Resale recently came into the chat today. We'll get them up on the screen and see what they got. This is another channel, another creator that's got 2 channels. So they have Baskets with thousands of subscribers, and then Baskets Resales here, the one that they're aggressively working on. Sergeant Life, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. It's always good to have you here. And Little Frenchie in Big Texas is today's featured channel. We feature a different channel on Tuber Chat every single day based on generosity and impact that we see within the community. Baskets Resale has been featured, of course, and TWTTV was featured this weekend. We have lots of channels in the chat, actually, that have previously been featured, and I feature a different channel every single day across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. So other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. If you're willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Baskets Resale has 419 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther and get them rolling on that road to 500 that they're looking for. Instant Reaction Talks is on the wheel now. We're going to get Twin TV on there. RIP Skeletons Graveyard. This is a new connection for Tuber Chat, so I'm excited to get a look at your channel, and we'll show it off to everybody. Sorry, our RIP Skeletons Graveyard Explores is the right name for that channel. We'll get TWT TV up there. With so many familiar faces, and I'll spin, and then we'll continue on in another few moments. Baker, DeJesus, Melendez, Martinez. MSK Family Vlogs is coming up right now. And everybody, of course, has the same chance to get on the wheel. I have a robot that keeps track of how active everybody is. It is not just about how long you're here, but how much you interact with everybody else. If anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps us get more people in here, and it's great for the algorithm, of course. But then as well, if you haven't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other, but it really does help, so I'll appreciate it as well. Pardon me for one more second. And other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. MSK Family Vlogs has been with Tuber Chat for a long, long time. And they have been loyal and dedicated supporters. Of course, they've been previously featured. And with 1,070 or so subscribers, we'd love to push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 1,080, and get them rolling on that road. 1,100 is going to be right around the corner for them. And hopefully everybody's weekend is going well also. For those of you who were with Corinne's Life yesterday, hopefully you had a good time over there. I met lots of friends and family members as well. Shutterbug Infinity, I ran into you earlier today in another live stream as well, so thank you for coming in. It's always good to see you here. Shutterbug Infinity's been with Tuber Chat again and again for a long, long time. Let's spin, and we will get another channel up on the screen. MSK Family Vlogs is a dynamic family of creators, as a matter of fact, and I've had a good time hanging out with them, both on live streams and on, their videos. Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters is in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Shutterbug Infinity, thank you for the thumbs up. Yes, it really does help the stream, so I appreciate it greatly. We're going to look... Oh, Norfolk Dashcam, I didn't take you off the wheel yet. Let's spin. And we will see that RIP Skeletons Graveyard Explorers is coming up now. So this is a brand new connection for Tuber Chat, and the first time we'll be seeing this channel on the screen. It's always fun looking at a new channel. And here they are. We've changed, apparently it says, so everybody might want to have a look at that video after you connect with them. But particularly when we connect with channels, you want to make sure you're watching a video that's at least 3 minutes in length, which is this one right here. Better if it's even 4, 5, or 6 minutes. It's important for us to do everything we can to support other creators while we're connecting with them. One of the things we can do for any creator under 1,000 subscribers is put a comment on their discussion tab. You do hopefully a better job than I do when you do this, but I fly through this pretty quick. So, pardon me. This, because this is a new connection for Tuber Chat, I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take this 11-minute video and add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I will watch your video in full in the next 24 hours. I will give you a thumbs up. I will give you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will subscribe and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So let's spin and we'll get another channel up here and see what's happening. Pardon me for one more second. Well, let's see who's going to be next. Twin TV will be the next channel that we'll look at. And I'm going to get you to pardon me for one moment. I'll be right back. All right, pardon me for that. Let's get Twin TV up here. Let's make sure we've got your proper channel. When you have a channel with a popular name like this or popular words in their name, you want to make sure you're matching the avatar. Oh, let's see what we're doing here. I got to use my filter. You can do this on a phone or a computer and look for channel specifically. Am I going to be able to get it? Oh, because there's no space. Is that right? Do I have it wrong? There it is. Yes, because there's no space. That's my mistake. I should know that by now. We've seen this channel many, many times here on Tuber Chat. So, you know, they're obviously doing videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, it says. I hope you get back to that. I hope you get back to more frequent posting. But they've got 54 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. They are halfway on their road to the first 100. We know that any channels under 100 are getting hit the hardest. Mr. Shelton TV, thank you so much, by the way, for coming in. And I did put your shout out video on our front page, by the way, so thank you for that. Anybody who makes a shout out video, whether it's one that includes many creators or a video that somebody has made specifically for Tuber Chat, those are all featured on our front page. Twin TV, what we can do for any creator under 1,000, but particularly I like to do this for any creators under 100, is add a comment to their discussion tab. And hopefully you'll do a better job than I do. You absolutely should not be doing what I'm doing and putting the same comment over and over again. But I'm just racing my way through this because I don't want to take too much time. But I just want to show you that that's possible. It's important to do everything we can to support other creators while we're connecting right now to make sure that those connections stick. As we saw at the beginning of today's live stream, even my own girlfriend was not subscribed to Tuber Chat this morning, which is ridiculous. She's in the chat as a member and a moderator. But it can happen to anyone, so we got to do as much as we can. And again, just know it's not anybody's fault that this is happening. YouTube is definitely doing it to us all, if you want to put it that way. But if we do as much as we possibly can to support other creators, then we will at least try to slow it down, if nothing else. And then hopefully everybody's just patient with each other and we can clean up our connections and everybody will be happy. Andy from Ace Flaw 1 is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Danny Riemann, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Oh, I'm starting to realize I've been screaming through the house here. I don't know if you all feel the same way. For those of you who have already started live streaming, when you are on, or even when you're filming, you might find yourself talking a lot louder than you typically do. And then we're going to look at Chrissy L right now. I did see another channel come in here. Khalid Khan Peshawar, thank you for coming in. Chrissy L is coming up right now. This happens to be another gold member, so she gets a guaranteed feature of some sort every single day, as we've seen. And then as well, her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Pelly Kelly, good to see you back in the house, and thank you for the thumbs up. Yes, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I will appreciate it greatly, of course. Chrissy L has 1,640 or so subscribers. Hopefully we can push her a little bit farther and get her almost halfway on that road to 1,700. Just looking for a couple more channels I can add here. Canadian Nija's Diary. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I may not have got it right the first or second time there, but I hope so. Country Boy Explorer can come up. It's Sasha Henry is coming up. And I'll add some more afterwards. Again, the way that the list works for the wheel is not only just about how long you're here, but also how much you interact with everybody else. Bautissimo keeps track of all this stuff. And then, thank you, TWTTV. Yes, I don't mean to do it, right? We all do. I get very, very excited. You can see how passionate I am about this stuff, but, you know, I don't realize that I'm screaming. And I'm around other YouTubers, like, often, right? So I see how it happens, and it's, you know, the same for most people, it seems. Instant Reaction Talk says no, but that's okay. And then other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We'll take a break for a quick second, and I'll be back in about 2 minutes or so. Manly Gaming is back in the house. Thanks for coming in. And, yeah, I'll be back, and we will start spinning the wheel. I see that we have a new channel that walked in, and that's Nirwana Al or Nirwana AI. Forgive me for not being 100% sure. I'd love to be able to mention your channel name properly when I see it, if you don't mind letting me know. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is going to come up next. And they have been a member for a while. As a matter of fact, as a Christmas present to me, they became a member at Christmas. So thank you again, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, and for hanging out for all this time. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More has been a very loyal and dedicated supporter, not only to myself, to many other creators. While I'm out supporting others, I see Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. And then as well, he allows people to connect in his live streams the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. And he does the featured channels collaboration that I have not talked about yet today. I see you've got a live stream coming up. Is that March 1st at 3:30? Oh, later today. So when you feature channels, sorry, I'm distracting myself by looking at Sam's channel over here. When you feature channels on your front page, the way that Sam's doing here in his featured channels section, you are telling the YouTube algorithm and your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to their audience that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences, but especially on the YouTube algorithm. So it's something that I recommend for anybody that's willing to do it. And it's a great way to collaborate and get a favor traded with another creator. And then as well, if you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page, please make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. Nocturnal Nation, good to see you here. Norfolk Dashcam, we actually looked at your channel a little while back. They happen to be a gold member, so of course their channel was added onto the wheel at the beginning of the live stream today. So let's spin. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More has 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We'd love to get them rolling on their road to 1,200. It's always great when we can push somebody towards the next milestone that they're looking for. No matter what that is, we all know what it's like to hit milestones of different sizes. Jewel in the Kitchen is coming up right now as well. They happen to be another member here with Tuber Chat with 1,150 or so subscribers. They're already halfway on their road to 1,200. Jack Dawson is in the house, another engaging creator and a dynamic live stream host, is here with us and is blazing with generosity again, as I see, with some action in the chat. And thank you so much for that $10 super chat, Jack Dawson. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up next, of course. But Jack Dawson is always with us here in the chat. He is saying, let's grow, and offering to swap playlists. So if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. And other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Jewel in the Kitchen has a lot of delicious looking content on her channel, of course, and has been with Tuber Chat for a while now. I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel and push her. Like I said, she's halfway on her road to 1,200, but we'd love to get her a little bit farther. And like I said, the next thing that we'll do is we'll look at Jack Dawson's channel. I'll just take another second to ask everybody, if you haven't already and you have the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream, so I'll appreciate that as well. So I always find Jack Dawson the easiest by looking for Jack Dawson MLB The Show, because it's a video game that he often plays in his live streams, among many others. And I've been able to catch him many times. And one of the things we think about when a creator is struggling with the search results is that when you search, find, and click on a channel name, you are doing them a wonder of good. in the YouTube algorithm, as you can imagine. And as months go on, and that happens for everybody hundreds of times, they'll start to climb up those search results, and you're really helping them out. So Jack Dawson is only going to get stronger and stronger, but he is a dynamic host. Now, I know I say the same things about a lot of creators and their channels a lot of the time, but because we have different people in here all the time, I really enjoy introducing these channels to everyone. Jack Dawson is an extremely dynamic host. He is able to play the video games that he's playing on his channel, whether it's Madden, whether it's MLB, whether it's God of War, or Call of Duty, or Assassin's Creed. Lots of different games that he plays. He's able to keep up with the gameplay. He's able to commentate what's happening. So even if you're not a gamer, or even if you're not somebody who's familiar with that exact game, in the way that he's playing it, he keeps you up to date on exactly what's happening and how the game is working, as well as keeping up with the chat itself, which is an unbelievably talented feat. And I'm always impressed to hang out with Jack Dawson and see how he's handling his live streams and his community around him as well. Pelly Kelly's still hanging out. Thank you so much. Hopefully everybody is doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Norfolk Dashcam is willing to swap playlists as well, and Instant Reaction Talks is still in the house as well. Very, very cool. Let's spin. I will add some names to the wheel, and then we're going to look at Instant Reaction Talks. So I'll get that channel ready, and I will add a couple more names to the wheel. And then we'll fire up that channel and see what's happening. I just keep an eye on my phone. Anybody can reach out to me anytime at on Instagram at all one word tuber chat, of course, and I can address anything that we need outside. It's Sasha Henry still on. Country Boy Explorer is still there. AV Automatic Victory, I think, is still with us in the chat. St. Clair's Republic is going to be coming up. Life with Taffy will be coming up. I haven't put our moderators on yet. And let me see if I don't want to miss anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, of course. Okay, we'll have another look and see if everybody's still here when we spin the wheel. We're going to look at Instant Reaction Talks. Let's get that happening, and then I will continue to play with my list here and see what I can find. Instant Reaction Talks is coming up right now. So this is a relatively new channel, but I'm hoping we can push them. We don't know how many subscribers they have right this second, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're looking for. Like I said, all of us know that watching different... oh, pardon me, I'm losing my train of thought while I'm talking. My throat is driving me nuts today. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different kinds, no matter where we are in our YouTube journey. So what we want to do is just push everybody towards the next milestone that they're looking for. We're always headed toward the next one. And Thrillseeks is eating dinner. Yeah, it's a different time zone over there. That's one of the reasons. That's the biggest reason why I move the times of the live streams around every weekend. You know, typically YouTube would be best served by most creators being very consistent, posting on the same days and times every single week. But in Tuber Chat's case, I move them because I want us to be able to catch different people in different time zones. Not everybody can make it to every live stream, so that's why they move around. Hopefully everybody's got their notification bell on. And thank you, Tiffany wears t-shirts. Yes, it's free and it doesn't even hurt. Thank you for reminding everybody to give the thumbs up. Instant reaction talks. I'm going to start taking out your hello messages because you've been here for a long time now, and we've got your channel up, so we know you're here. The best idea is always to reach out to other creators. Your best success is found in Tuber Chat by reaching out to others and supporting their channels, and then coming back, letting them know that you've done that, and then they will do the same thing for you. But we definitely don't want to spam by using the same messages over and over in a chat in any way. St. Clair's Republic is coming up right here. Let me just double check that this is our same channel. Yes, it is. And this is a brand new connection for Tuber Chat. So I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What I'm going to do in that case is take one of your latest videos here, this 10-minute one, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, of course, and subscribe. And in that way, I'll make sure our connection sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well now. And you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Tiffany wears t-shirts, says her live streams are usually spontaneous, but people still show. I'm not surprised. She's a dynamic host as well. I have a good time hanging out with her. Creative Sunflowers, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. And Life with Adrienne XO is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We're always happy to see Adrienne XO in the house. That is a dear friend of Tuber Chat who's been back again and again, of course. St. Clair's Republic is now connected with Tuber Chat and will be within the next 24 hours or so. Nocturnal Nation, hopefully I welcomed you when you came in. We're going to look at Scratch and Pete PA now. This is our beloved moderator and one of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube. And actually, we were talking about Scratch and Pete in another live stream earlier today for that reason, because he has made this incredible name for himself by being so supportive. It seems that every time I'm out trying to support other creators, Scratch and Pete has already been there. Whether it's a video, a premiere, a live stream, we run into each other constantly, and I'm always happy to see, first of all, creators like Scratch and Pete out there supporting others as much as they can, but then as well to see other people being, you know, affected by that kind of activity. And hopefully everybody other than that is doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Got a couple more subscribers there, which is great. Let's spin. Scratch and Pete PA has a weekly series that comes out every Tuesday. And he's got the next one set to premiere. So sometimes he premieres, sometimes he lets them release, but I'm going to set the reminder for that right now. When you're at Scratch and Pete's channel, pushing them towards the next milestone, which is 400. Hopefully you will hit the reminder for that premiere as well, and you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about when I describe his series. So he has a way for everybody to vote on the content of his videos, and the way that you do that is not only by subscribing to him here on YouTube, but also by connecting on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, where you're able to have a say in what will be the content of the next video in the series. So I hope everybody will do that. And like I said, Scratch and PPA is a wonderfully dedicated and loyal supporter. Now we're looking at AV Automatic Victory, who's been with us for a little while here. Hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. With 38 subscribers, we'd love to push them a little bit farther. We know that the purging and glitching that's going on with the YouTube algorithms is affecting channels with less than 100 subscribers the most. So we got to do everything we can to support other creators while we're connecting always anyway, but particularly we know that channels under 100 are getting hit the hardest. So one of the things we can do, you can do this for any channel under 1,000 as a matter of fact, is put a message on their discussion tab. And hopefully you do a better job than I do when you leave a message for somebody like this. I'm just whipping through my comments very, very quickly while we're here live streaming, of course, right? Tiffany wears t-shirts. My goodness. Yes, rally for sure. And hopefully we'll push this channel a little bit farther. Like I said, 40 is the next milestone for them, but we'd love to see them get moving a little bit farther towards the first 100. And I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and then I'll look for some more channels. Here's Canadian Nigel's Diary. I hope you're still with us in the chat here. Typically what I do is as long as you're still here, we put your channel up. Once in a while, if somebody's already left, we put the channel up anyway for a quick second if they've been here for a while. So, because this is a new connection for Tuber Chat, I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll take this latest one, over 10 minutes here, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up, of course, and I'll subscribe, and then I will turn on your notification bell as I do for all creators, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then let's spin. I do need to add some names. So we'll see who's coming up next. All of these channels have been here before, and that will give me a moment that I can get over to Bautissimo and see what's happening. Life with Taffy is coming up next. with 129 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther as well, get her over 130, moving towards 140 or 50, and on that road to the 200 that they are thinking about. The Tim Sports Talk, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anyone you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. And I'm just looking for names that I can add to my wheel over here. We will soon spin. TWTTV is still there. They were featured this weekend. Hilda DC and Arloic have been here for a while. Khalid Delicious Food, of course, my friend. And let me see if Janetti's Corner is still with us. I think she's still here. Put her up. And Life with Brandon and Alex is here. And then I'll continue on after that. Let's spin. And like I said, you know, Life with Taffy has under 1,000, so we can leave a message on the discussion tab. I'll fire one off here quickly. Oh, I already did. Oh, there you go. Okay, so I did 2 weeks ago, as a matter of fact. Even though they're over 100, it's still great for us to do everything that we can for any creator while we're connecting. And they've got the featured, oh, it's not featured channels. They got their subscriptions on their front page there, which is cool. I recommend to everybody to put your subscriptions as public so that people can get in there and see themselves. But you have to make the right decisions for your own channels, and it's really not that big of a big deal. Izzy's Life Vlogs is in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's a dear friend of mine who's been connected to me probably a year, longer than Tuber Chat has existed. And Izzy's Life Vlogs is another dynamic creator who also helps others. And is a very much loved and well-respected member of the small YouTuber community at large. This is Khalid Delicious Food. They have got a lot of delicious content on their channel with 1,740 subscribers or so. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther and get them moving on the road towards 1,800. They're always here with us in Tuber Chat when they can be. Even though we have time zone differences, they make it whenever they can. And always spread positivity through the chat, which I appreciate greatly. And thank you, Khalid Delicious Food. Trying to reclaim the connection. So Janetti's Corner, I don't think you were here right at the beginning. What we did was we showed, and forgive me if I'm wrong, we showed Kristen's laptop today. Right before Tuber Chat started, when she went on, she found that she was not subscribed to Tuber Chat at that moment. It was just a glitch, of course, like we've been talking about, purging and glitching and everything else. But that's the second time that we've seen that from her channel. So some of the time, you know, one of the things that everybody can do actually is keep track of everybody that you're connecting to. You really shouldn't be able to connect to more than 10 people an hour here on Tuber Chat. If you're doing that, it's way too fast. Excuse me, and YouTube will probably take your connections away. We don't want that to happen. One of the things you can do is keep track of everybody and then go back to their channels the next day or 2 days later and see if you're still connected to them, because it's very possible, we never think it's us that YouTube's taken the connections away from people, but it very well could be. Now, it's YouTube doing it. It's not really anybody's fault, but as long as we're all doing as much as we possibly can to connect with everybody, then we at least slow it down, right? And then, you know, I keep saying the same things over and over in these live streams. For those of you who are here all the time, you hear me say it, but at least you know that the connections that do stick are the most loyal and dedicated ones And you really don't have to worry about things like, you know, subscribing to people who are never going to come back and watch your videos because YouTube will wipe them out anyway. Saxy Flute, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. It's been a while, but it's good to see you here. And Nirwana, is that Nirwana Al or Nirwana AI? I'll assume that it's Nirwana Al, and then forgive me if you already tried to correct me. Just please let me know if that's wrong. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong when I'm talking about your channel. I'd love to feature you properly when you're here. Oh, yeah, I've never heard of anybody having luck trying to call YouTube. They don't make it easy. It's almost like Amazon. You can't get to a human being over there. They've got hundreds of thousands of human beings working in that company, but you can't talk to one. Life with Brandon and Alex is here. Let's have a look at this channel and see what they've got going on for us today. Thrillseeks had to redo King Vapes Gaming. That makes sense. That's a fairly new channel here in Tuber Chat, and they tend to come in and out very quickly. I don't believe I've seen them stay very long. So you always wonder. This is one of the things I tell a lot of creators. And a bit busy, says Saxy Flute, but still alive. Very good. Very, very good. And thank you, RIP Skeletons, Graveyard Explorers. It's great to have looked at your channel. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. One of the things I say to a lot of creators, especially when they've been to Tuber Chat many times before, is when you see a new creator, like most people, what will happen is they won't go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat because they want to see how they interact with everybody else first to see if they're even going to be a genuine connection. You know, we can't control how many people come into Tuber Chat. Of course, I'm always trying to make sure that there's new people coming in and this and that. Not every single person's going to be of the same mindset of giving much more than we expect to receive and all the other cliche things that I like to say, even though they're true. But we know that already, right? So the idea is as long as most people are of that mindset, the rest won't stick around, so we really don't have to worry about it too much. But if you take your time, really get a conversation going with somebody before even connecting with them, feel them out for a second, then that can really help too, I find. We have creators of all ages in the chat that come through as well, so that's something to consider. The Tyler Show, good to see you here. And let me see if I did miss an answer there. Yeah, hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay. So Life with Brandon and Alex, it's great to have you here. You're a new connection for Tuber Chat. I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take one of your videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes. I'm just going to take this 14-minute one here and add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch your video in full in the next 24 hours, and I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. And hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. It's my pleasure having your channel up. I'm glad we're getting to look at it for the first time. You know, it's funny, yesterday, so I say we're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and occasionally, only for family obligation, I've had to take a day off. Yesterday, Corinne's Life did a live stream, and everybody was happy to go over there. But because I took the day off yesterday and I really wasn't on, I was doing things that wouldn't really allow me to be on a computer or a phone most of the day. So I just left it and I didn't clear my notifications. I forgot, and I did it like either last night or this morning. But within a 24-hour period, I had over 200 YouTube notifications between premieres, live streams, and videos, and I thought that was pretty wild. So most of you know that I'm following thousands of channels now, but it's interesting in a 24-hour period how many notifications you can get. But it's funny. So hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay. Sam, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. I know we will. I think Sam has a live stream coming up later. Cooking with Miss Brown, I'm not sure if I welcomed you. I would hate to make the mistake of not doing that. And Life with Adrienne is willing to swap playlists as well. Hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Let's spin and we'll get another channel up here and see who is coming up next. Janetti's Corner. A dear friend of Tuber Chat. She's been live streaming recently also. She does the featured channels collaboration that I talk about all the time and is willing to swap playlists with 398 subscribers. I wonder if we can push this channel right now and get her to the 400 that she's thinking of. If anybody hasn't already connected with Janetti's Corner, this is somebody who has been not only a loyal and dedicated supporter to Tuber Chat, previously featured of course, but somebody who I speak to offline, like on Instagram and this and that, and she's willing to share knowledge as well within the community so that everybody can benefit, and is very much engaged in her YouTube journey. And then we have a new channel that came in, True 2K Savage 210. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. Oh, Janetti's Corner is saying she already passed 400. She had 404, but lost a few because YouTube is constantly purging and glitching, as we talk about all the time. And Khalid Delicious Food, yes, thank you for spreading positivity through the chat. As we know, YouTube has been doing this purging and glitching aggressively for the last 6 months or so, maybe even a little bit longer. And we have to do everything that we can to support each other while we're connecting these days to try to slow that down. Annette's World, good to have you back. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're ready to meet some friends and family members today for your channel as well. Janetti's Corner, yes, thank you for spelling your numbers. Yes. I've been so laxed about that rule lately, right? And the truth is, it doesn't matter as much as, you know, we all like to think that it does. But because it's such a strict rule in most other live streams that are similar to Tuber Chat, then I try to stick to that here as well, so that when you're out in other live streams, because I can't stream 24 hours a day, so when you're in other live streams like this, of course I want you to be growing your channel and succeeding and improving and things like that. But I don't want moderators and hosts to hammer you. You can get timed out and worse for that kind of stuff. Zonker, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in again. Hopefully you're doing okay. It's been a little while, but it's good to have you back. And never yells at anybody. See, I talk about Scratch and Pete PA and Michael's Adventures so fondly because they both are moderators, you know, here in Tuber Chat, and you know how seriously I take that. I don't have a lot of moderators at all, but they are both, in different ways and similarly, two of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube. So they are always out doing more for others than they expect to have done for them, and I see it every single day, and it hasn't stopped since I've known both of them. And then as well, they're always, you know, Michael's Adventures right from the very beginning has always been reaching out to help others, particularly when it comes to playlists and stuff. If you want somebody to swap playlists with, Michael's Adventures is a great person to start with if you haven't done that yet. Arloic, you can. I may or may not have known that you could set the wheel to play music while it spins, but I haven't done that. Of course, I'm always worried about copyright and this and that, but I just leave it with the sound effects because I've already got background music playing now, so I don't want it to run over each other, and I don't have a way to stop the music that plays on Streamlabs while the wheel is spinning. Not very easily without making mistakes. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've done different things and turned my microphone off and forget to turn it back on. I'm getting better, but you know, these are all things we have to think about when we live stream and when we're doing our you know, video productions and stuff like that. all the different mistakes that can be made. And thank you, Khalid Delicious Food. Hakeem Nations is in the house. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. As a matter of fact, we're going to look at Arloic right now. The wheel that we're talking about here, wheelofnames.com, is free. Anybody can use this for their live streams. And it's got a lot of customization features. Oh, my throat is not doing well today. We're going to look at Arloic. I have a special place in my heart for a channel like this because I used to be a DJ a long time ago. Arloic is a DJ now and has a bunch of music mixes that we can check out and is constantly working on improving their videos so that everybody will have pleasant mixes to listen to. And thank you, Janetti's Corner. Yes, the mods here are incredible. And, you know, again, we only have a few, and they were handpicked and asked specifically because I knew that they would turn out, well, I was hoping, but I knew that they would turn out to be the integral part of the Tuber Chat community that they have been. But like I said, these are many of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube. We have a few more moderators. I just highly speak about Michael's Adventures in Scratch and PPA because they are the longest running moderators, with the exception only of Kristen, who is my girlfriend. And then we have another couple that come in and out that have been with us for a while. Can that be used in StreamYard? Yes, absolutely, Nocturnal Nation. As a matter of fact, the first 130 episodes of Tuber Chat, or 120, whatever it was, where I was using StreamYard. I only switched to Streamlabs within about November or December, so it's only been about 3 months so far. Inspiring Charm, thank you so much for the super chat. I always appreciate your generosity. That's another extremely generous and supportive creator. We were actually out today, and I was talking about them earlier in the live stream because they're always out supporting other creators in the same way that I talk. This is how I feature channels. So Inspiring Charm has been featured on Tuber Chat. It's always based on impact or generosity that I see within the community, and Inspiring Charm is one of those creators that is always doing more for others than they expect to have done for them, and I run into them constantly supporting others while I'm trying to do the same. Arloic has 38 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, get him over the 40 that he's thinking about, and towards 50, halfway on that road to the first 100. And we'll look at Inspiring Charm right now, and then I'll add some more names to the wheel. Twin TV, how do you live stream? Forgive me, that's quite a loaded question for a live stream like this for me to be able to get into. But unless you're asking specifically how I'm doing it, I just happen to use Streamlabs. And forgive me, Inspiring Charm, thank you for your super chat, but I'm going to interfere with your channel for a second. So Streamlabs is here, and you can see that it's running. And I've got a few different screens where, you know, when I push a button, it goes to my be right back screen and this and that. Let me just show you. In the top right section is actually a second screen that's being shared within Streamlabs. And then the other things that we have over there are panels like my camera and the Stream Boss. And then there's an event list at the bottom that you see. And we have our member slide panels, if you want to call them that, in the bottom corners. JetLife777, thank you for coming in. And Inspiring Charm, like I said, has been, you know, a very loyal and dedicated supporter, not only to myself, to many others. We were just talking about it today because I ran into her again. And Nocturnal Nation, sorry, I don't know what you mean. Who was that? Forgive me. And Twin TV, we want to be careful not to spam, of course. God's Drippy, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And thank you, Hilda DC, for reminding everybody to thumbs up. Yes, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, it really does help the stream. I'll appreciate that greatly. Twin TV, I don't know why you're, I don't know what you're doing here. With the 38, sorry, that was R-Loic. Nocturnal Nation in the chat here is R-Loic. I'll go back to their channel for a quick second after Inspiring Charm before we spin the wheel again. I'll show you in another moment here. And then thank you, Life with Brandon and Alex. Janetti's Corner has a great question here as well. Is a silent stream helpful to your channel? So I never recommend to anybody to do it. I've never done it, right? I know a lot of creators do it. So here's one thing to think about. And I take this idea from my friend Vern's Junk Closet. But when you're thinking about your channel and monetization, do you eventually want sponsors to be looking at your channel and hopefully sponsor you in different ways? If that's the case, you have to consider it, because if they come to your channel and they see silent streams, the problem is you can't take them off right away when you first get monetized, because you need the hours for your 4,000, right? So it's just something to think about. I know what happens with a lot of creators is you get around like the 3,500 hours and you just want to get there, and so you do a few silent streams, or what a lot of other creators have done is roll all their videos as a encore, they like to call it. So I don't want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channel ever. I haven't done it. I know lots of creators who have, but just keep in mind, anything you're doing to try to push a little bit harder means that if you don't have the solid 4,000 hours of watch time and the momentum that comes along with that, along with your 1,000, solid subscribers, what will the income look like when you do get monetized? I don't want anybody to be disappointed. So it's a thought. And that's just, my take on it. I wish I had more of a solid answer. But like I said, I don't want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. I just want to tell you from my own experience what I have done, what I, converse with other creators about and stuff like that. And this is R-Loic again. This is the creator, now has 39 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Let's spin. And Inspiring Charm one more time. Thank you so much for your super chat. Here is Country Boy Explorer coming up right now. I got to double check if they're still in the chat with us, because it's been a little while. They've been on the wheel for a long time now. And thank you, Khalid Delicious Food. I always appreciate your positivity. Country Boy Explorer has 68 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them over the 70 that they're thinking about right now, and a little bit closer to their first 100. I'll get some more names for the wheel in another moment here. Yeah, I don't think Country Boy Explorer is still here. So if you're still here, Country Boy Explorer, please let me know. But if not, then I'm just going to move on quickly. And Thrillseeks is just under a quarter of total watch hours. Hilda DC is coming up. The truth is, if you put out at least one piece of quality content per week, whether it's a video or a live stream, and it's not up to me to decide what quality is, it's up to you. But as long as you do that every single week, you will grow, and you will eventually, over a long period of time, get towards the monetization that we all look for. Now, it's a different, it's not a race. You're here for your own channel, right? It's hard to look at other people who sometimes move faster and not get upset that you wish you could grow as fast as they can and this and that. excuse me, but whatever's in the cards for your channel is in the cards, right? You could just push as hard as you can. But if you put out one quality piece of content, you will get there, because you will learn as you go. You will improve. It's guaranteed. And the momentum will grow 100%. We see it in every channel that we talk about. Even with the purging and glitching that's been going on, we're in a different monetization celebration every single week, it seems. So, make a note for myself as well. Other than this, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Life with Adriana XO, I'm trying. Yes, it's a struggle for everybody. Even I'm behind in, you know, I sit up here and I talk about the idea of, you know, putting out quality content every week. I'm behind on my own channel. I run other channels for other people. I'm putting out a ridiculous amount of videos now, but not for myself. So this week, luckily, I got out and live stream just to get something out. Next week, if I have to, I'll do the same thing. But that's something that can help it, right? Even a live stream is content. It's a video, absolutely. And you don't have to edit it. So that's a thought as well. This is Hilda DC, another dear friend of Tuber Chat. And hopefully everybody will rally around her, push her towards the next milestone that she's looking towards. I'm going to see what I can do for some more names here. With Adriana XO. Nocturnal Nation. Oh, has Rock Chick Beauty been here all this time? Let's get you on the wheel. Oh, I can't copy and paste ever. And let's try Sergeant Life and Trissa for now, and then we'll think about adding another couple of names in a few moments. Oh, I'll just type them. Okay, here we go. Let's spin, and we'll get another channel up here and see what's happening. Been on almost 2 hours now, so we're doing good. And then, so TWTTV is coming up. This channel was just featured this weekend, as a matter of fact. And if anybody's mentioned anything in the chat that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please be patient with me. I don't mean to fall behind, but I do it constantly. And if you can just mention it again with 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message, it'll help me see it a little bit easier. TWTTV actually has 2 channels going on. Little Red and Bunny Tracks is their channel as well. So we're very familiar with them. And what the one thing I did say about this channel was that their feature from this weekend was actually long overdue. It's a channel I've been wanting to feature for a long time, and just wanted to find a place to get them featured where they would have some impact, and we did it this weekend. And anybody can follow us on the other social networks, of course, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, even Reddit. And you will find that we put out social media posts featuring these channels on all of those social networks, so that you have over 100 opportunities to meet generous, loyal, and dedicated creators, even when I'm not live streaming, because I can only be here a few days a week. And I'm going to start moving a little bit quicker through our channels now. Sergeant Life is coming up. There's another previously featured channel, as a matter of fact. And somebody who's here with us most often in Tuber Chat. Now look at that. That's impossible. So we're looking at something that I talk about all the time, out of like a 1 out of 1,000 chance when I say that one you'll find most of the time is when we put channels up on the screen here, Tuber Chat is always subscribed. And here's an instance where the glitch has even affected Tuber Chat. And Sergeant Life, such a creator that's been with us a long time, and like I said, previously featured, of course. So I'm assuming that this is part of the same glitch that had my girlfriend not connected to me. We're going to do a test here. Let me hit the video page and see if that changes. Sometimes when you have a channel that you're not subscribed to and you hit the video page, it all of a sudden subscribes. Look, I even watched a video 2 weeks ago. So look at that. Now I usually don't subscribe while I live stream, but I'm doing it anyway. But I'm still going to take another video, another 10-minute video from Sergeant Life, add it into my watch later list to make sure. Look, as well, they've got Tuber Chat on their featured channels list. We know that they're on our featured channels list as well. And there's the glitch right in front of you, working overtime, it seems. And then Khalid Khan Peshawar, we typically don't do a lot of self-promotion. So our moderator knocked your message out for that reason. So usually the idea here is we want to reach out and support other creators, and then they will come back to you. We believe wholeheartedly in supporting others and doing much more for others than we expect to have done for us, but that's okay. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, you see that, Sergeant Life? That it is crazy. That's ridiculous. It's embarrassing, if nothing else. How do you explain that to somebody? You know what I mean? Thank goodness Sergeant Life has been here. If I was to count, I'd guess 30, 40, maybe 50 times. Sergeant Life has been to many, many, many live streams here, almost every single one. Now, how's it that I put all these channels on the screen? What have we put? 20, 30, 40 channels on the screen today, and only one of them is unsubscribed, and it's the you know, this YouTube glitching and purging that we're talking about is just ridiculous. As a matter of fact, yesterday, you know that I took the day off. Most of you who are here all the time know that. And I wasn't even on a computer yesterday. I barely hit like 2 or 3 live streams at the end of the night before I went to bed yesterday. That's all I could do. So it's not like anything other than, you know, standard YouTube purging and glitching happen. But that's interesting. And Saxy Flute, yeah, it's something that's been going on since halfway through September. When you look back at your analytics, you can see, for those of you who've been, you know, creating longer than that, if you look back beyond September 14th or 15th, you'll see that your subscribers were going up at a more rapid pace, but based on percentages, of course, than they have been for a while. Hopefully, Sergeant Life, we can push a little bit farther, maybe even to 160 subscribers and get her rolling. She's halfway on the road to 200. Let's look at Nocturnal Nation now. This is another creator who's been back with Tuber Chat again and again. Hopefully, everybody will rally around them. They've got 111 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther, maybe even towards 120 or so. And then I see a couple people swapping playlists. So if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Hilda DC will be back in the chat very soon, which is cool. Just keep in mind, when you're connecting with people here in Tuber Chat, you want to reach out and make sure that somebody's there, because lots of creators are coming in and out as we're supposed to be, supporting other people's channels. So as long as you get a response from somebody and get a conversation going, then you know that you'll be able to get a connection going solidly. There's Just Vlogging Life. Thank you for coming in. They're willing to swap playlists. As you can see right there, they're using the custom emojis because they are a member. As a matter of fact, they're a gold member. So we looked at their channel earlier today, and Nightbot has been dropping their link in the chat every 30 minutes or so, as we've seen. Oh, Ladida Lockaby, we don't really do any links. The only links that we do a couple for our gold members. But other than that, we don't do a lot. But if you have a premiere tonight, Ladida Lockaby, then I'll just make sure that everybody knows that. So for those of you who haven't already connected to Ladida Lockaby, this is somebody who's been connected to me personally and Tuber Chat from the beginning, has recently become a member, but they've got a premiere happening today. So hopefully everybody will check that out as you connect with them and make sure that you catch that premiere when it comes up. And let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. I got to start moving a little bit faster because we've already been on for 2 hours now. Here's Sergeant Life coming up. Oh, so that's silliness. Here, actually, let's put it up for a second. I just want to see. I know this is nonsense, but let's just there we go. Okay, we're subscribed. Let's spin. Thank you, Hakimations, for keeping eyes on the stream. That's a close one. Rock Chick Beauty is coming up. This is Oriane Lucy with her brand new channel, so I'm hoping we can rally around our dear friend here and push her towards her first 100. As you can see, she's got 84 subscribers right now, and it's not going to be hard to get her to the first 100 that we're talking about. Of course, we've left a comment on our discussion tab. I'm glad to see lots of other creators doing the same thing. We got to do everything we can to push these channels, especially when you have under 100 subscribers. We know that they're getting hit the hardest by the purging and glitching that we're talking about. On her featured channels list, you can see a couple of familiar faces there. All creators who allow people to connect in their live streams the same way that Oriane Lucy does in her live streams. As you can see, the latest one, it's called Come Chat and Meet New People. So you'll be able to meet more friends and family members over there. When you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. So hopefully when some of those channels are featuring yours on their front page as well, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to their audience that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. And if you feature Tuber Chat on your front page, please make sure that I know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that with both channels. Crowned with Glory, thank you for coming in. It's good to see you back in the house again. And Life with Adrienne XO is coming up right now. This is Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs. She changed her name quite some time ago, actually. But some of you will remember a channel that was featured with Tuber Chat, of course. Let's see if I can catch my friend here for a cameo appearance. Oh, come here. Afraid of me? Rawr. Here's the ferocious Trouble Von Cuddlepuss. Here, look at the camera, Trouble. Look at the green light. Why doesn't he listen to what I say? He likes to make cameo appearances on Tuber Chat once in a while, but he doesn't like to follow my instructions very well. Inspiring Charm, thank you so much for hanging out. And Life with Adrienne XO has 1,410 or so subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther on the road towards 1,500. Khalid Delicious Food would like to extend time. Khalid Delicious Food always wants me to extend the time. I understand. But thank you for your positivity. I do appreciate it. We have been on for 2 hours, so I got to start moving. But Life with Adrienne XO is an extremely generous creator in many different ways, and I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. And JetLife777. Actually, we got a couple of cats here, but one of them doesn't like to be picked up as much as the other one does. So we usually just see Trouble Von Cuddlepuss. The other cat is named Spiky Bruiser, but he hasn't been up in a long, long time here, actually. I'll catch him one day. Here's Ladida Lockaby right here, and you were talking about a premiere that is coming up in a few hours, about 5.5 hours from now. Ladida Lockaby has a premiere here, so when you connect with this creator, hopefully you'll turn the notification bell on as I have there, Thrillseeks says their cat doesn't like technology. That's interesting. And then Ladita Lockaby has 1,530 or so subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well, towards even the 1,600 that they're looking for. And other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, it really does help the stream. I will appreciate it greatly. And we will spin, and then I will have to see what I can do about a couple more names. I'm going to start rifling through. I got to start going like a channel a minute now, I think. Triss has been here for a long time. I got to see if they're still here. They were here right from the beginning of the live stream, I think. And sometimes it takes that long for the wheel to come around. You never really know, right? Here she is, right here. Triss is here with 120 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther as well. Get her maybe even to 130. And rolling on that road to 200. I'm just looking for a couple more names I can add here before I spin. True 2K Savage 210. Am I getting that right? Let's spin, and I'll add another couple afterwards. And, okay, we're going to look here. See, and look, sometimes the wheel works in a different kind of luck. So Trissa had to wait all this time to get put up on the screen. But True 2K Savage 210 is a brand new channel for Tuber Chat. And they got right up as soon as I put their name on the wheel. So, 274 subscribers here. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well. And give them the warm welcome that I wish here in the Tuber Chat community. We'd love to get them a little bit closer to maybe even 280 on their road to 300. Happy to see some Grand Theft Auto there. That's my favorite game. I don't make enough time to play very much, but I do love that game. So I'm interested to see what your channel will have. I'm just going to, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to take one of your latest videos here. I usually look for something around 10 minutes. Here, I'm going to take this 10-minute one, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 10 minutes or so. I will give you in the next 24 hours or so, I will give you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll turn your notification bell on, and hopefully you're also subscribe to Tuber Chat now, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. We're going to look at JetLife777 right now, and it's my pleasure, True 2K, to have had your channel up there. JetLife777 has a beautiful looking channel. Of course, everybody is attracted to their thumbnails and the thought of their worldly content. So I'm hoping everybody will rally around them. With 445 subscribers, we could probably get them very close to 450 and set them halfway on the road to the 500 that we know is on the horizon for them. Scratch and PPA, thank you for reminding everybody, yes, to give a thumbs up and share if you can. We're not doing too badly. Those thumbs up really do help the stream. Hopefully everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out there supporting each other. Let's spin and we'll get another channel up. And you'll just have to forgive me because now I'm racing because we've been on, like I said, for so long. Hakimations is coming up. This is another channel that's been back with Tuber Chat again and again with 238 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well. Maybe even over 240, a little bit closer on their road to 300. Just looking at something in another window here as well. So let's spin. And we'll see who's coming up next. Saxy Flute hasn't been here in a while, but it's great to have you back. So we'll have a look at this channel. Saxy Flute, here we go. Forgive me, I was just doing something on the side there. So, you know, we talk about swapping playlists here. The best idea for everybody is always to make your arrangements individually, right? So, the reason why I push it so much is not just because we're going to pump our hours up, right? Like, that's the benefit. That's the main benefit of swapping playlists with people. But it's really to get conversations. I want to entice conversation to start between creators so that you can collaborate. So again, we don't want to do the whole like, hey guys, come get me. Like, you know, I want to swap playlists, come get me. The idea might be I'm willing to swap playlists, and then when somebody speaks to you about it, reach out if you see somebody else say it, and then get an individual conversation started so that you can really start to get to know the creator behind the channel. And then while you're collaborating on swapping playlists, you'll find yourself starting to probably favor them as a loyal and dedicated supporter, and you'll probably find yourself being favored by them as well. So it's just a thought. Johnny Bites, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Sergeant Life's willing to swap playlists as well. Very cool. And my pleasure, Saxy Flute, for having your channel up. It's been a little while, but hopefully you've met some friends and family members here as well. Gazelle Shima is in the house. And let's spin. We'll get another channel up. Yeah, that's okay, Gazelle Shima. It's good to see you back. You know, hopefully we'll push you and meet some more friends and family members. And as you continue with the content, you'll find even more momentum. Manly Gaming is here. I'm always cautious how I pronounce this name, but they've been back with Tuber Chat again and again. So I'm hoping we can push them. Again, some more Grand Theft Auto, which I'm always happy to see. So 434 subscribers. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 440 or so, and get them rolling on that road to 500. Oh, and thank you so much, Saxy Flute. I appreciate the kind words. And thank you, it's Sasha Henry. I appreciate that as well. You've been on the wheel for a long time now. It's Sasha Henry. See, you never know how the luck is going to work of the wheel. That's one of the things hopefully everybody enjoys about it, is the suspense. Let's put Crowned with Glory there. The Inspired Empowered Mama is here. And let's say these are going to be our last few channels. Johnny Bites will put on. Let's spin, and we'll get another channel up. There you go. Just as I said, it's Sasha Henry has been here all this time, and the luck of the wheel was not working for you. It came up right away as soon as we said that. We jinxed it. So it's Sasha Henry, 668 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, maybe even to 670 and closer to the 700 that we know that they're thinking about. And I'm just looking at something in another window here. Oh, Johnny Bites. Wow, another super chat. Thank you so much for that. Action in the chat. You knocked a little bit of life off of our stream boss there. And I absolutely do appreciate that. So for that reason, we'll actually let you skip the wheel and your channel will come up next. Life will change. Thank you so much for the kind words. And Mr. Bisfam, thank you for coming in. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right for you. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Crowned with glory, I will make sure I return that favor as well. Oh, and then thank you so much, Khalid Delicious Food. I appreciate all your positivity. Always. Oh, it's... I forget what the... Oh, I think it's supposed to be... I think you have to type in elbow cough to get that. I think that's how they designed it. But it's... A lot of people use it as a dab, yes. As Hilda DC's telling you, but yeah. Interesting. Sometimes in live streams similar to Tuber Chat, where it's a little bit more like high-paced or fast-paced, if you want to put it that way, high speed, you will find a lot of emojis fly and stuff like that. We keep to a minimum here. We keep emojis down to about 2 or 3 here for the most part, but there are some live streams where they kind of fire them off a little bit and this and that. Thank you, Johnny Bite. Sorry. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry. I just said I was going to put your channel up. I spun the wheel. We put the Inspired Empowered Mama, but we're going to look at Johnny Bites next. So forgive me for that, and thank you one more time for your super chat. Sometimes I just get talking and I get ahead of myself there, so forgive me for that. Johnny Bites is set up. We'll look at that channel next. And Mr. Bisfam offers free shoutouts. That's very cool. And, yeah, thank you, Khalid Delicious Food. Again, thank you so much for the positivity. Thank you, Sergeant Life. Hopefully we'll catch you soon. And I'm glad to see everybody connecting, and especially when we have brand new channels that come through Tuber Chat, I'm happy to see them given a warm welcome by everybody here in the community. As I put channels on the screen and, you know, new ones come through the chat, I tell stories about the creators behind the channels, and then you'll get the idea of the loyal and dedicated community that we have here in Tuber Chat. So let's have a look at Johnny Bites, and thank you one more time for that super chat. I really do appreciate it. Oh, wow, and look at that. Bugsy Cruiser comes in blazing as well with another super chat, so we'll look at Bugsy Cruiser in a second too. Thank you so much. That's a recently featured channel from Tuber Chat. Johnny Bites has 142 subscribers. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. First Call Design and Craft, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate that as well. Thank you very very much. And Johnny Bites with 142 subscribers. Like I said, this is a creator that's been back again and again. And as a matter of fact, had once left a comment on a video because the purging and glitching hit them a little bit hard. And, you know, we're lucky to have them back in the chat here, because you can imagine if somebody comes into, you know, any live stream, but particularly when I'm talking about Tuber Chat, and gets hammered by the algorithm and loses a bunch of subscribers the next day, you could imagine them to be put right off by that. But Johnny Bites luckily gave us a second chance, now has been back again and again, and it's a pleasure always to have their channel featured here. Let's look at Bugsy Cruiser with the interesting super sticker and the activity that they shared there. Thank you for that. Bugsy Cruiser comes to us from Periscope and Twitter, where now they've started a YouTube channel. And wow, you're actually kind of flying now. I'd love to know what did you have did that video kick that off for you? You've got a lot of subscribers now. Bugsy Cruiser was struggling to get to the first 100 not too long ago, and had a video here take off. Let's have a look at what's going on in your videos here. I got to catch up with your channel, obviously, but I just want to see. Let's sort by popular. See what's happening. So you got 3,000. Oh, this was the one. The lamb chop one. You told me that one picked up afterwards. So look at this. This creator is consistently posting, you know, content, and a couple of videos have already started to fly, which is fantastic. I'm glad to see that. Forgive me, I'm way behind in the chat, but Bugsy Cruiser, thank you one more time for your super chat as well. Hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. And oh, Khalid Delicious Food, I thought that was like a friend of yours. I thought, oh, I thought that, yes, thank you. I didn't realize that they were both your channels. I thought that you brought us somebody else, but that's okay. Yes, thank you, Khalid. Yes, you never mean to miss any moment, of course. And thank you one more time again, Bugsy Cruiser, for that. Thank you, Johnny Bites, as well, for your super chat. You guys have both knocked some life off of Jack Dawson, our stream boss for today. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. Leah Life, good to see you in the house. You'll have to forgive me. I'm going to put only these last couple of channels up now, and then we're going to split for the day, because we've already been on well over 2 hours. And then we will be back Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The times will change, of course, but I'll schedule them in advance. And we'll put lots and lots more channels up on the screen. Gazelle Shima, 1,090 or so subscribers. She's getting very close to 1,100. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. She's been back with Tuber Chat again and again, of course, and has been previously featured, as you can imagine. So hopefully everybody will rally around her. Our chat here will continue for another few moments. I will look for somebody to raid in another moment before we go. We're not going to go right this second, and our chat will continue, like I said, for a few minutes anyway. And we're going to spin just for fun. We'll look at Crowned with Glory. Go. Crown with Glory with 154 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. I love that banner. Your banner is beautiful. My goodness, it's so bright. And hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. And thank you, Thrillseeks. Let's see what's happening here. You have to forgive me. I'm off, like I said, in another window here for a second. Thank you, Michael's Adventures. one of our beloved moderators. Thank you, Scratch and Pete, for helping everybody remember to share and like throughout the stream. I've just dropped a link in the chat. If you don't mind hitting that, head over there and say Tuber Chat Raid on your way. And I just want to show you just vlogging life one more time. This is a very dear friend of Tuber Chat, somebody who's been with us for a long time now. Happens to be a gold member, but is an extremely generous supporter. So thank you everybody for the time that you've spent. Forgive my quick exit for today. We're going to go over and raid my friend Happy Lux. You can continue to meet more friends and family members over there. And I will hopefully see everybody again on Friday. Thanks everyone.